Hi everyone, Mary Pat here, and today I'm going to be making a new card with Core'dinations and Fawn stamps. The focal point is going to be this core tag. It's one of the textured white tags, and that's going to be this focal point for my card. Now, for my cardstock, I'm going to be using the Spotted collection. And this is already embossed, so it's really great. I don't know if you can see, it's a very, very small spotted embossing. And I'm cutting this to 4 by 5 1/4. And then my tag is going to be sitting right in the middle of that. I'm going to be using, for some pattern paper, the pattern paper from Fawn, Hello Sunshine. And I'm just going to use a little bit of pattern paper on the bottom of my tag, and it looks like I need to have about a 1.5 inch strip, and I'm going to adhere that to the bottom of the card. So I'm going to be using my ATG, and I'm just going to be attaching that right on the end, and then I will flip it over and I will cut off the excess there. Now, for the tag, I wanted to do something kind of fun, so I got out one of my older border punches from Fiskars, and I'm just going to place this kind of right in the center and press down and with that. Now on the one side, a little bit didn't cut there, so I've got to line it up and cut the bottom, and so then it came out looking great. So I've got a little bit of pattern paper right there. Now, and so there it's starting to look great. Now for the next part, I have, again, I always save my scraps, and so this is left over from another card that I made, and I'm using the 110-pound smooth cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping the little skillet and the eggs and bacon I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black because I'm going to be using my alcohol markers, and this is the best ink that I have come across so that the ink doesn't go and spread with that. Now I'm using the IG collection of my Spectrum Noir, and I just colored that with the lightest with 1. And then I'm going in with my medium shade, and I'm just adding some shading to that, and that's IG2, and I'm going along and just kind of flicking some color around. Now I'm going with my darkest shade, and once again I'm going there and just adding a little bit more texture to the frying pan and adding that in there and making it look great. Now I'm going back in with my lightest, my IG1, and just kind of blending the colors all together on this. Whenever I have a big surface, I use that chisel nib, and I think it looks great. I really don't care if I go out of the lines because I'm going to be cutting it out right against the black part, so it won't matter. Now for my bacon, I've got EB4. And I'm going in there, and nothing's better than crispy bacon. So I'm going in with a little brown, and then I'm going in with EB5, which will just add a touch of shading to the bacon strips. And I'm doing that now. Next, for the cute little egg, I'm going in with GB6 and coloring the egg yolk, and then going in with GB8 and just giving it a little bit, or I'm sorry, GB7, adding a little bit more in there. Now then I'm going in with TN1 to kind of color the egg white in there, just to give it a little part. I cut that out right against the line, and that's how it's going to look on the tag. With that, so that the eggs and bacon are in the frying pan. Now I have a scrap from the Gemstone collection from Core'dinations, and I love the gemstones, but it's also great if to use the back of the cardstock. It's one of my favorite little tricks. because then you can stamp on it and for a real crisp, clean look. I also stamp on the gemstone side, but for this I just wanted the darker, the crisp look. So I'm using my Hero Arts dye ink, and I'm just stamping my sentiment, and the sentiment says excellent. So I think that's so cute to play on words there. And I want to kind of make a banner, so I'm just clipping in on both sides and giving it the banner effect on that. And then it will just lay right there, and it looks great. Now the tag, I always, when it's the focal point, I kind of want to draw more attention, so I have this May Arts ribbon, and in a bright, pretty yellow that will go with the color combos, and I am just feeding it through, and then I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to cut the edges to make a banner again, kind of like that notched side, and one shorter, one longer. I always like that. And there we have on that. So now it's just time to kind of glue down and put everything together. Now the skillet, I'm using thicker pop dots, and then on my eggs I have another size of foam dot that's just slightly raised, so it's on there. And then the tag itself will go directly on there, and putting that right in the center. And then with the banner, I want to use kind of the thicker pop dots to raise that as well. So I'm going to put that and use the foam dots with that. Just again, I really like dimension on my cards so that it's not all one flat surface. And now I just need to attach it to my card base, and so again I'm using the 110-pound smooth cardstock, and so the crisp, clean white will show through on the edges, and it will tie in with my tag, so everything looks great together. Well, as I'm lining that up, and it looks great. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick and easy card using Core'dinations. I will be back soon with another card or layout project. See you soon. Bye.